Hey guys, Jus4SweetZ here. Today we're going to do something really fun, and with the holiday seasons fast approaching, I thought it'd be fun to try something a little bit different. So I know you've seen in the grocery stores the fudge dipped Oreos, and you pay a fortune for them, and you don't get that many. So today I'm going to show you how to make your own, but we're going to do our own on a stick, so it looks like a lollipop. And these are great little favors for Halloween parties or birthday parties or weddings or anything. So these are just a fun, different little idea. And I'm going to show you how to dip them and, put some of your favorite toppings on them. And then probably in about a month or so, I will do a video on how to make them look like pumpkins and witches and different little Halloween ideas. So in case you're having a Halloween party, you can take this idea and go a little bit further with it. So let's get started. I have my chocolate melting in the pot. I've got some white chocolate and just a few little sprinkles and condiments to go with it. What I've been doing is I got my Oreos, or actually mine are just chocolate sandwich cookies that I got at the store, and I put a stick in the center of them. I'm going to make sure you can see that right in the center, and I just stuck them in the freezer overnight, and that's just to help secure it. It would probably work without freezing them, but I just wanted to make sure it was extra secure when I was dipping. So I froze those last night, and they're not super frozen, but they're good so that we can dip. And you're going to go in and you're going to dip it in the chocolate and just twirl it around. Look at that. Yum. Yum, 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 yum. And you want to shake off any excess. I want to make sure you guys can see that. Just shake off that excess chocolate. Now, in this case, I'm not opposed to double dipping. So if you would like to double dip this one, you can. And these would be really good dipped in all sorts of different things. You can dip them in pistachios, crushed pistachios. You could dip them in peanuts, almonds, peanut butter chips. You could melt peanut butter chips and put them on there. I don't know. The possibilities are endless. Little mini chocolate chips. Whatever your flavor is, you can probably do. So I'm kind of dipping them in the coconut, and then I'm going to just kind of go around and sprinkle some excess coconut on there. Alright, so there's one. I'm going to let that sit there, and I'm going to let that set up and dry. Just put it down on a piece of parchment paper or wax paper. Either one works. So let's dip another one. I kind of tilt the pot up a little bit because it helps to dip, especially because the cookie is flat. And so it tends, you're pushing it and the chocolate gets all over the stick. So if you just kind of go in there and twirl it around and tilt that pot, it works a little bit better. Okay, so we're going to let these just kind of set up and dry. Do one more. I'm not tilting enough, I'm trying to cover where the stick is. And I've also melted some white chocolate, and I thought it would be fun maybe on one of them to, if you want to make them like a little bit fancier, I usually take like a butter knife and the white chocolate and just go over it and go like this and just drizzle it right over, and then you get just like a nice little fancy design. And then if you want to make it a little bit pretty, I have my little containers of disco dust, my edible glitter that I have here. And I do, I use a lot of the disco dust for weddings and stuff, just because it just makes things a little bit fancier, dresses them up a little bit. So you just take a little bit of disco dust. I want to make sure you can see that. Yeah, you can. And shake that on there. And then as it dries, this is just a white disco dust, but you can use any color you want. And it makes it just kind of shimmery and glittery. and people really, really love them. I've done quite a few cake pops and stuff for weddings, and the disco dust is always a request. So, and then the other night I went to a birthday party, not a birthday party, I'm sorry, a barbecue for Labor Day, and I brought over one of my microwave cakes, and if you go back and watch one of my videos, I have a couple of them on how to do microwave cakes, and I put some berries and some chocolate, or I'm not chocolate, berries and some almonds into my microwave cake, and when it was all done, I did my frosting, and then I put disco dust all over it, and a flower in the center, and no one at the party wanted to eat the cake because everyone was afraid to cut it. So I had to get people to cut it later because I didn't want to waste it, but that disco dust just made it look that fancy. Everyone kept walking by going, is that real? Why is the cake glittering like that? So they were afraid to eat it. So we'll get back to these now. I got sidetracked. So here we dip this one in coconut. This one we drizzled just a little bit of white chocolate. You saw me do that with a butter knife. It was easy. Put a little disco dust, and then these wrap up really, really nice in cellophane with ribbon. For party favors, or, you know, like I said, at weddings, or just anything, you know, just to make it fancy. If you're having a bake sale for your school or anything, put some cellophane and your school color ribbon on it, and you can sell them, you know, and they go, these kind of things go relatively fast. I did pull out some Pop Rocks that I got at the dollar store, and if you're having like a kids party, you could take these cookie sandwiches, maybe dip them in white chocolate, and put Pop Rocks all over them and put the cellophane on, and the kids would love those for a treat. And then I just have some different sprinkles here that I got at stores. This is not quite set up, but what I was going to do, I should have, the darker chocolate takes a little bit longer to set up, but what I'm going to do here instead, I was going to dip half the cookie in white chocolate, but what I'll do instead is I'm just going to kind of drizzle some white chocolate on there. And then I was just going to give you the alternative of, you know, just putting regular little sprinkles on them. That one could kind of remind you of a pumpkin, huh? But I will show you some fun ideas on how to decorate these. So anyway, we got 3 different ones here. Let's get a little bit closer so you can see them. Tilt you down a little bit. See those? They're just a fun little way, and kids love Oreos and adults love Oreos, and it's just a fun way to, this one's almost dry, to have a different kind of flavor on a stick. You know, there's the cake pops on a stick, there's lollipops on a stick, there's all kinds of things you can put on a stick, and this is just an Oreo, so it's kind of fun. And like I said, in a few weeks, I will do some Halloween tricks on some of the food items that I do. I sell them, and, you know, you can do pumpkins and scarecrows, and I think I've even done a black cat, but we'll see what I have time to get going. So if you like this video, please hit the like button. If you have any comments or questions, feel free to ask. You're more than welcome to substitute the regular chocolate with white chocolate. You can also use peanut butter chips and make like a peanut butter dip instead of the white or the dark. Whatever, you know, whatever you choose. There's also the chocolate mint that you could do. So, like I said, wrap these up in some cellophane, put some beautiful ribbon on them, and you've got them ready for a bake sale or a birthday party or a wedding or any event. I hope to see you soon. Go back and check out some of my other videos, and I hope you have a wonderful day. Until next time, God bless.